welcome to the new home for Palomar College Softball. And welcome to the 2025 Alumni Day. Today we have a non-conference doubleheader matchup featuring our visitors, the College of the Canyons Cougars, and the home team, your own Palomar College Comets. Fans, both of these teams appreciate your attendance today, and the California Community College Athletic Association promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. We thank you for your cooperation. And now, as we mentioned, today is the 2025 Alumni Day. We've got a lot of former players here. We'd like to introduce some of them that are on hand that are going to join the team for the starting lineups. So we'll get going with, we'll start with from Team 11, Noemi Lizalde Nieglas. From Team 41, McKenna Crawford. From Team 27, Megan Smith-Sholdar. From Team 25, Sarah Alston. From Team 33, Marisa Valdez. From Team 10, Karen Yealing. From Team 42, Kendall Cates. From Team 41, Audrey Braun. We have from Team 27, Leslie Reed. From Team 21, Rebecca Eldridge Gibbs. From Team 6, Darla Allen Smith. From Team 15, Laura Quiroz. From Team 15, Kim Ward Carroll. From Team 41, Kylie Pignone. From Team 45, Ellie Haslett. From Team 11, Lisa Ferraconi Vigo. From Team 22, Jessica Jenkins Zaney. From Team 15, Justine Schmeiser. We've got 3 more alumni here. From Team 24, head coach Lacey Kraft. From Team 41, assistant coach Megan Wahos. And from Team 44, Farrah Stephanie. From Team 41, McKenna Crawford. And from Team 4, Sandy Crowell-Muse. Thank you. Now let's meet the starting lineups for today's ball game. First for the visitors from College of the Canyons.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. What you just saw was Palomar Softball Alumni Day. Had a bunch of the great former players come and get a little special intro before this doubleheader matchup between College of the Canyons and your Palomar College Comets. They're going to announce the starting lineups, and we'll be right back for the first pitch.
Playing left field, number 17, Krista Vieira. Batting fifth, and playing shortstop, number 8, Brooke Petretti. Batting sixth, and playing right field, number 11, Grace Diaz. Batting seventh, and in the pitching circle today for the Cougars, number 2, Akani Gonzalez. Batting eighth, and playing third base, number 12, Alexia Mejia. And batting ninth, playing second base, number 4, Skylar Benole. And working behind Behind the plate, that's the catcher for the Cougars today, number 6, Liani Lopez. The Cougars are coached by John Wismath, assisted by Daisy Beltran and Kennedy Sorensen. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Palomar College Comets. Leading off and playing third base, number 21, Brianna Lutz. Batting second and playing second base, number 11, Josephine Newberger. Batting third and playing first base, number 15, Alexis Huey. Batting fourth, the designated player, number 30, Lauren Depping. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 10, Taylor Armstrong. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 7, Samantha Garcia. Batting seventh and working behind the plate, the catcher, number 3, Kayla Visser. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 1, Gisele Gonzalez. And batting ninth is shortstop, number 4, Nalia Nuanez. And in the pitching circle for game 1 for the Comets, number 14, Nevaeh Haywood. The Comets are coached by Lacey Kraft, assisted by Megan Wahholtz, Farrah Stephanie, and Mark Eldridge. And now if you could all please rise if you are able and remove your ball caps for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Let's play 2.
Who's calling it? Who's calling it? Who? Yeah. Gonna be on sound 2025.
All right, everybody. I am Trevor Tanner here. We are live from Palomar College. We got a doubleheader matchup here today. This is going to be game 1 of 2. Palomar College taking on College of the Canyons. Palomar looking to get wins number 34 and 35 today before they wrap up the regular season on Tuesday against Grossmont. In the pitching circle for your comments is Nevaeh Haywood. As that first pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Next pitch is high, ball 2. And the next one is in there, strike 1. Haywood's coming into this game with a 2.01 ERA over 94 innings pitched. As the next pitch in there for a strike. Count is even up now, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Haywood starts out this game with a strikeout, and the Comets quickly have 1 out in the inning.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 1, Mia Reese.
Now batting for the Cougars is the center fielder, Mia Reese, coming into this game batting .400 with 13 RBIs on the year. This one is lined in left field. It's going to get down in fair territory. Now she's heading for 2, and she's in there with a stand-up double. First pitch took the inside pitch, ripped it down the left field line, and it's a 1-out double for the College of the Canyons.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 22, Janice Jimenez.
First pitch is just low for a ball. In the box for the Cougars is the first baseman, Janice Jimenez, batting .416 this year. And she has 36 RBIs with a runner in scoring position. Next one is high, ball 2. This is where Haywood has had a bit of trouble when runners get on. Seems to kind of struggle to find the strike zone. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's going to be outside, ball 3. Now the 3-0 pitch, right down the middle for strike 1. Now here comes the 3-1. This one is popped out of play, and it's now a full count. Now here's a 3-2 pitch from Haywood. This one is popped back foul, and we will do it again. Great job in that pitching circle. Battling back to get it to a full count. Let's see what she can do here on the 3-2 again. Here's the pitch, and it's popped back, and almost able to make the play is Kayla Visser, but it just hit that backstop, and we will do the 3-2 once more. Here's the 3-2 one more time. This one hit well in the left field, but underneath it for out number 2. That was Taylor Armstrong out there in left field to get the second out of the inning for the Comets. Now 2 away with a runner on second. As it brings up the left fielder, Krista Vierick. She's batting .358 on the year as she takes a pitch outside. The throw is in time for out number 3. Great job by Visser there. Ball got away for a second. Able to keep it in front of her, fire it to Lutz, and got the runner trying to advance for the third out of the inning. We're still tied 0-0 as we will head to the bottom half as the Comets will come up to the plate. We will be right back.
We can see so clear. Ooh, we can see so clear.
I just can't keep working like this. This clean shit is like a slave ship.
We are back for the bottom of the first inning. And in the pitching circle for the Cougars is Akane Gonzalez. She has a 3.42 ERA over 137 innings pitched.
College of the Canyons pitcher Akane Gonzalez ready to offer her first delivery of game 1.
And up first for the Comets is the All-State third baseman Brianna Lutz.
21, Brianna Lutz.
She's had a great year so far, batting .555, 9 home runs on the year, and has driven in 48 RBIs as she takes ball 1. Here comes a 1-0 to Lutz. That one could be outside part of the plate, strike 1. Lutz is a very patient hitter at the plate. She's looking for her pitch to drive. Now here's the 1-1. This one is fouled back, strike 2. Lutz does a great job at the plate with 2 strikes, has yet to strike out this year. Now here's the 1-2. That one high and outside, count is even out, 2-2. Now here comes a 2-2 pitch to Lutz. This one hit down the left field line, it's going to drop foul. Here comes a 2-2 pitch again. This one grounded back up the middle, and it'll get into center field for a leadoff single for Brianna Lutz. She continues to do what she does best.
Batting second is second baseman, number 11, Josephine Huberger.
It'll bring up the second baseman, Josephine Huberger, who's had a great year, batting .422 with 28 RBIs. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Ball 1. Comets do a great job with their bunt offense. A lot of times they're able to sneak on to first. Here's the 1-0 again. This one ripped in the left field, and it's going to get down. Lutz heads to second safely, and the Comets start this game off with back-to-back singles.
third, the first baseman, number 15, Alexis Huey.
It's going to bring up the first baseman, Alexis Huey. Played a little bit of outfield this year. She's batting .465. She takes ball one, low and outside. She's driven in 27 RBIs so far this year. And with Lutz on second, she's looking to drive her in and get the Comets an early lead. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's inside, ball two. Comets have done a great job so far, really getting after this pitcher early. Already some traffic on the base pass for Palomar. Now here comes the 2-0 pitch. This one is popped up in the shallow center field underneath it and caught for out number one.
Batting fourth, the designated player, number 30, Lauren Depping.
It'll now bring up the designated player, Lauren Depping, who's batting .484 in the year, driven in 33 RBIs. His first pitch is hit down the right field line, and it'll go foul. So strike one on Depping. Here's the 0-1 to Depping. This one is in the dirt, ball one. You got a great hitter at the plate with Depping. She was a D1 player at the University of Nevada after a coaching change. Got cut and came to Palomar. Has been raking as she drives that one into deep center field. This one is gone. Lauren Depping, a 3-run blast. Absolute frozen rope as it gets over the wall. And the Comets take an early 3-0 lead over College of the Canyons. Right on cue that time is Lauren Depping. The Comets taking command of this game early. It's 3-0. She squared that one up beautifully. Absolute line drive, just snuck over that center field wall to drive in 3 runs. And there's going to be an early visit in the pitching circle for the Canyons, as the Comets have started this game out hot. Got a quick 3 outs on the defensive side. Great play from Visser earlier to keep the pitch in front of her and fire it to Lutz for the 3rd out of the inning. And the Comets get 2 singles to start it off, and then that 3-run home run from Depping. That was home run number 7 for Lauren Depping, as Taylor Armstrong takes strike one. Armstrong batting .465 on the year with 32 RBIs. Now here's the 0-1. That one is outside, ball one. Here's the 1-1. Armstrong shows bunt, pulls it back. Ball too low. Here's a 2-1 pitch. This one is fouled. Evens up the count now, 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Armstrong. This one is popped up into the infield and caught by the first baseman for out number 2.
Batting 6, the right fielder, number 7, Samantha Garcia.
It's going to bring up the right fielder, Samantha Garcia, having a great year, batting .391 with 25 RBIs. The first pitch, that one hits her as she will take first base. So a 2-out walk as it'll bring up the catcher, Kayla Visser. Batting .276 this year, 14 RBIs. She's played in 20 of the Comets' 36 games. She takes that one way outside, ball 1. Now the 1-0 is hit well into center field, but caught out there for out number 3. But the Comets take an early 3-0 lead courtesy of a Lauren Depping 3-run blast. And we will head to the top half of the second. Comets lead it 3-0.
Are you interested in how language and communication can help shed light on global issues, struggles, and stories? Are you fascinated by building a world where people connect to each other through language, philosophy, ideas, and cultural expression? If so, then Humanities and Languages is the right Palomar pathway for you. This pathway prepares you to transfer to the UCs, CSUs, private and out-of-state universities. Or you can earn a certificate or degree and go straight to work. Some of the degrees and certificates in this pathway include American Sign Language or English Translation and Interpreting, English, Philosophy, and World Languages. Ready to learn more? To view all of the degrees and certificates in the Humanities and Languages pathway, be sure to visit the Palomar Pathways mapper on the college website.
Leading off the top of the second inning for the Cougars. Batting fourth in the order, the left fielder, number 17, Krista Garrett.
And we are back for the top of the second. First pitch is fouled. Strike 1. It'll be Chris Saviric. Nice off-speed pitch that time from Haywood. Way out in front of it for strike 2. Saviric is batting .358 on the year. As she has the 0-2 count. Here comes Haywood. That one just outside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-2 from Haywood. In the dirt, ball 2. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. This one is chopped to the first baseman, to Huey. Right at the first base, easy out, number 1.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 8, Brooke Petretti.
It'll bring up the shortstop, Brooke Petretti. Batting .304 on the year. She has 20 RBIs. She takes strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Haywood. This one hit well, but foul down the left field line. Quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one, line back up the middle. It'll get down for a 1-out single. Nice piece of two-strike hitting that time from Petretti. Able to line that one right back where it came from. As it'll bring up the right fielder, Grace Diaz. She's batting .284 in the year with 21 RBIs. First pitch, line in the center field. It's going to get down. Runner moves up to second, and 2 pitches and 2 singles for the Cougars.
The pitcher, number 2, Akane Gonzalez.
As it'll bring up Akane Gonzalez, who's also pitching today for Canyons. She's batting .304 on the year with 14 RBIs. Here comes the first pitch. This one is line foul. Two on and 1 out for Canyons. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Shows bunt, pulls it back inside, and counts even now 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Shows bunt again, lays it down. Huey tags her for out number 1. No throw as the runners will move up to second and third. Good bunt there, but the corners came in hot as Huey was able to tag her and get the second out of the inning. As it brings up the third baseman, Alexia Mejia, batting .302. As his first pitch is popped up to Lutz in foul territory and catches it for out number 3. So the Canyons get 2 singles, get runners in scoring position, but nothing comes from it as the Comets still lead it 3-0 heading into the bottom half of the second, and we will be right back.
So, it's time to think about college. But what are you going to study? Let us help. We're Palomar College, and we train for success. How about air conditioning and refrigeration? Experienced tradespeople are retiring, and equipment is becoming more sophisticated. So there's a tremendous need for entry-level heating and air conditioning technicians. Get your hands on the latest HVAC units in our state-of-the-art lab. Let our experienced staff break down the technical knowledge. Their training will give you everything you need to thrive in this exciting industry. In as little as 1 semester, you can go from beginner to employment ready. We receive numerous requests each semester from local companies looking to hire students. So start your career with one of the highest paying specialties in the service industry. Your new career is waiting, and Palomar will get you there.
And we are back for the bottom of the second. Palomar leads it 3-0. Palomar was able to clinch the PCAC conference earlier in the week as they are undefeated with a 14-0 record. Currently ranked number 2 in the state as they'll wrap it up on Tuesday against Grossmont before they make their playoff run. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Up to the plate for the Comets is the center fielder Gisele Gonzalez, batting .452 this year with 24 RBIs. This one is hit foul. Here comes the 1-1. That one was inside, almost hit Gonzalez. Able to get out of the way as it makes a count 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Inside, counts now 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. As she takes ball 4 and a leadoff walk from Gonzalez.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 4, Nalia Nuanez.
Now for Palomar is the shortstop, Nalia Nuanez. She's batting .342 on the year with 13 RBIs. That first pitch is low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Shows bunt, pulls it back. But it's in there for a strike, counts even now, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. She's going to lay down a bunt and spinning, and it's barely going to go foul. That one had a little backspin on it and was almost able to stay in fair territory, but just spun out at the last second. Good job by the Canyons catcher there, letting that one play out, as Nuanez would have easily been safe at first. Now here's the 1-2. This one is lined into right field, but caught for out number 1. As it'll bring up Brianna Lutz one more time. She singled her first time up and later scored. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one's outside, ball 2. Or sorry, that was called a strike. So counts even now, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 to Lutz. That one outside now, counts even, or sorry, the count is now 2-1. This one is lined foul. Counts even now, 2-2 to Lutz. She was in this spot last time and was able to get on with the single. Let's see what she can do here. 2-2 to Lutz. High as the count is now full. Here comes the 3-2 to Lutz. Runners going. This one is lined sharply foul. Lutz has so much pop in that bat. Got to be careful leaving anything over the heart of the plate. She does a great job on those inside pitches, being able to get that bat speed and turn on one. The 3-2 again. That one is in the dirt as Lutz will take the walk. She walks for the 16th time this season. A great eye at the plate from Brianna Lutz, as it'll bring up the second baseman, Josephine Huberger, who also singled back in the first and later scored. She shows bunt, misses that one, strike one. Here comes the 0-1 to Huberger. That one's going to be high, ball one. Here comes the 1-1 again to Huberger. That one's going to be taken for ball two. Comets have done a great job in both innings, getting runners on and putting pressure on this Cougars defense, especially for Gonzalez out there in the pitching circle. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one is grounded to the second baseman, throwing to first is in time for out number 2. As Lutz and Gonzalez will head to second and third. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Alexis Huey, who's 0 for 1 today with a fly out to center field. She had that big home run on Thursday to win it for the Comets 11-3 over San Diego City, as they got the season sweep. First pitch is in there, strike one. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. This one is hit down the left field line. It's going to go out of play. 2 strikes on Huey now. Now here's the 0-2 pitch to Huey. This one is lined in the right center field. It's going to get down. 1 run will score. Here comes Lutz. A 2 RBI single for Alexis Huey, and the Comets take a 5-0 lead over College of the Canyons. Great job by Alexis Huey in the 0-2 count, able to rip that one into right center field. Gets down for a 2-out, 2 RBI single.
Number 30, Lauren Depping.
It's going to bring up Lauren Depping, who had that 3-run homer in the last inning. First pitch is in there, strike one. And here comes the 0-1 to Depping. This one is ripped right back up the middle. Huey heading for third. Throw is not in time. She's in there safely. And Depping gets on with a 2-out single. She's 2 for 2 today. Depping is seeing the ball extremely well today. She had that line drive homer back in the first, and this one hit very well again for the single, as it brings up Taylor Armstrong, who popped out to the first baseman their first time up. This one is grounded, gets through the infield, and another run will come across for the Comets. It's now 6-0.
The right fielder, number 7, Samantha Garcia.
Great job by the Comets, really putting pressure on this Canyons team early, as this one is grounded to the second baseman. Throw to first is in time for out number 3, but the Comets bring home 3 more, double their lead. It's 6-0 as we will head to the top of the third. We will be right back.
Are you interested in a career in the global marketplace where you can own your own business or become a manager leading a business team? Do you want to use your creativity in advertising, marketing, and social media? Would you like to apply your skills in supply chain and logistics or manage budgets in accounting and finance? If so, then business is the right Palomar pathway for you. This pathway prepares you to transfer to the UCs, CSUs, private and out-of-state universities. Or you can earn a certificate or degree and go straight to work. Some of the degrees and certificates in this pathway include accounting, business administration, business management, management information systems, and real estate. Ready to learn more? To view all of the degrees and certificates in the business pathway, be sure to visit the Palomar Pathways Mapper on the college website.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Trevor Tanner here, live from Palomar College. Before we start this third inning, I want to just thank everybody for tuning in to this live stream, watching this Palomar team dominate. I want to thank you once more for tuning in and remind everybody to subscribe to the Palomar Athletics YouTube channel and like this stream. Thank you again for supporting the Palomar softball team and the Palomar Athletics program. Here's the first pitch from Haywood. It's going to be low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one's going to be high and inside for ball 2. Two pitch is in there for strike 1. For the Cougars, it's Skylar Vanol as she grounds this one foul. Vanol's batting .255 on the year, driven in 20 RBIs, and playing second today for College of the Canyons. Haywood has battled back. The 2-2 pitch. Just misses the zone. Counts now full. It's 3-2. Great pitch that time from Haywood. That one could have gone either way, but it looks like it maybe was just low. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one is popped back foul. Here's the 3-2 again. This one is popped into shallow center field. Great job by Huberger, able to track that one down for out number 1.
The designated player, number 3, Gisele.
As it's back to the top of the order for the Cougars. It's Yahali Gonzalez, who started off this game with a strikeout. The 1-0. Low and outside, ball 2. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Gonzalez. This one is lining to center field, but right there to make the second out of the inning is Gisele Gonzalez. Really didn't even have to move for that one. 2 quick outs for the Comets.
The center fielder, number 1, Mia Reese.
It'll bring up the center fielder, Mia Reese, who had a double back in the first, but was trying to advance to third on the pitch that got away from Visser, but Visser fired that one in to third and got her out to end the first inning. Count of zone 1. Lays down a bunt, and Haywood cannot field that one cleanly. It's going to be a 2-out bunt single for Mia Reese. Don't think the Comets expected a bunt that time from Reese with 2 outs, but she gets on safely, as it'll bring up the first baseman, Janice Jimenez. She flew out to left field her first time up, and she will take ball 1 outside. Here's the 1-0. Good pitch, but it's going to be just high for ball 2. Haywood just needs to trust her defense behind her. They make great plays for her all season and get out of this inning. Next pitch is outside, ball 3. Or sorry, they're going to call that one a strike. Got to wait a little bit before making my calls. Home plate umpire likes to take her time a little bit. The 2-1 pitch. Nice pitch that time in there, strike 2. Haywood has battled back after being down 2-0. Evens up this count, 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one is popped back and heads up over here. That one was coming right at our little station back here. Max was not paying attention. He's over here doing everything. Tim was able to save him that time on the camera. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That one's outside. Runner thought about going. She stopped, and now she's going to be in a pickle. The rundown. Huey does it to second. And the ball gets away. Nuanez threw that one in the dirt. Tried to tag her, but ended up throwing it. Probably would have had her out. But Mia Reese somehow gets on to second. She was about halfway to second base before she just stopped. I don't know why. But she ends up taking second anyways. Just a little extra entertainment that time. As the Comets are going to take a quick timeout. The count is 3-2 with 2 away and a runner on second. As there's a quick pause in the action, don't know if you guys have seen, but we have a new banner on the YouTube channel. That was done by a Palomar alumni and a great friend of mine, Ricky Rodriguez, who is currently in the NIL graphics department over at SCSU. And he was able to craft up a nice little banner for the YouTube channel, making this look nice and professional. You can find him on social media under Rick's Media 27. He does a bunch of great stuff over there, so make sure you check him out. Here's the 3-2. That one's going to be high for ball 4.
The left fielder, number 17, Krista Vieira.
It'll bring up Krista Vieira, who grounded out to the first baseman her first time up, as this one is ripped into center field, but underneath it is Gonzalez for out number 3. So the Canyons get 2 on the bases, but no runs come again. Comets still lead it 6-0, as we'll be right back.
Are you interested in a career protecting people and working with the public during times of crisis? Or do you want to work in a medical setting and help people recover from accidents or illnesses and live a healthy and fulfilling life? If so, then Health and Public Service is the right Palomar pathway for you. This pathway prepares you to transfer to the UCs, CSUs, private and out-of-state universities. Or you can earn a certificate or degree and go straight to work. Some of the degrees and certificates in this pathway include Administration of Justice, Nursing, Basic Police Academy, Fire Technology and Fire Academy, Paramedic Training, and Registered Dental Assistant. Ready to learn more? To view all of the degrees and certificates in the Health and Public Service pathway, be sure to visit the Palomar Pathways Mapper on the college website.
We are back here at Palomar College at this beautiful brand new softball field, as the Comets lead it 6-0 in the bottom of the 3rd.
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Comets, the catcher, number 3, Kayla Visser.
And to start off this inning will be the catcher, Kayla Visser, who flew out to center field her first time up. First pitch is outside, ball 1. The 1-0 is popped up into the infield, and oh, nice catch there by the shortstop. Almost got away from her. What makes the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 1, Gisele Gonzalez.
Now for the Comets, the center fielder, Gisele Gonzalez. She ground just one of the shortstop. Throwing to first is in time. Almost pulled her off the bag that time. But now 2 outs in the inning for Palomar, as it'll bring up the shortstop, Nalia Nuanez, who lined out to right field her first time up. First pitch is high, ball 1. The 1-0. Line back up the middle. It's going to get through. A 2-out knock from Nalia Nuanez. Nice effort from the shortstop to try to dive and make that play, but too late that time.
The third baseman, number 21, Brianna Lutz.
As it'll bring up the third baseman, Brianna Lutz, for the 3rd time today. She is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk and scored twice. First pitch is low, ball 1. Now here's the 1-0 to Lutz. This one is hit well in the right field, and this one is going to get off the wall. Lutz heading for second. Nawani is going for third. She'll stop right there, and it's a 2-out double for Brianna Lutz. Another great day at the plate for Lutz. She's 2 for 2 now. That one almost snuck out of here, but hit well off the wall. I'm sure she's going to be hard on herself, saying that she's hit the weight room or something. On Thursday, she went 2 for 4 and was still upset with her play, even though she's playing stellar all year. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Josephine Huberger, who's 1 for 2 today with a single and a ground out. She scored back in the first. Now she's going to look to add on to this already big Comet lead. Here's the 1-0. That one's going to be outside, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. This one is popped up into center field and caught for out number 3. So the Comets get 2 hits but no runs. They still lead it 6-0 as we head to the top of the 4th. We'll be right back.
So we have Anthropology days. Today is the first day. It was pretty much all activities and games, getting people who don't know about anthropology either interested or just introduce them to it.
We're trying to demonstrate the different areas of anthropology and show students that we have a lot to offer and that it can be a great major for a lot of people.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for the Cougars, the shortstop, number 8.
And we are back for the top of the 4th. Comets lead it 6-0. Haywood is back out there for her 4th inning of work. His first pitch is outside, ball 1. And to start this inning off for the Cougars is going to be the shortstop, Brooke Petretti. She had a single back in the second. Count is 2-0. Here's the pitch from Haywood. That one is in there, strike 1. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. This one is line foul. Counts even now, 2-2. Haywood's really done a great job in the pitching circle today. Hasn't let up a run so far, but even when she's fallen behind in these counts, has done a great job to battle back and get these batters out. Here's the 2-2. That one is outside. Counts now full. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one is hit well in the left field. This one is gone. A leadoff homer in the fourth for Brooke Petretti as she cuts the lead to 5. Score is now 6-1. Comets still lead. That was Brooke Petretti's second home run of the year as he drives in her 29th RBI.
The right fielder, number 11, Grace Diaz.
His first pitch is popped up in the infield. Nuanez battles the sun and catches it for out number 1. Great bounce back pitch there from Haywood after letting up the home run to left field. Able to get a quick first out.
The pitcher, number 2, Akane Gonzalez.
It'll bring up the pitcher, Akane Gonzalez, who had a sac bunt back in the second inning. As his first pitch is popped up into left field and underneath it for the second out of the inning. As it looks like the Cougars are going to have a pinch hitter coming in.
For the Cougars, pitch hitting for Mejia. Number 20, Avery Alvarez.
It'll be Avery Alvarez coming up to the plate for the Cougars. She's batting .206 on the year as she takes strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one is popped back. Strike 2. That one almost came back here again. Max still wasn't paying attention. As here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one's just outside, ball 1. The 1-2 pitch is high, ball 2. Here comes the 2-2 from Haywood. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So the Cougars get 1 thanks to a Brooke Petretti home run to lead this one off. But a great job from Haywood to battle back and get 3 outs. So the score is 6-1 as we will be right back for the bottom of the 4th. And we are back, everybody. I'm Trevor Tanner. We are live from Palomar College. The Comets lead 6-1 in the bottom of the 4th.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Comets. The first baseman.
And the leadoff this 4th inning will be the first baseman, Alexis Huey. who was 1 for 2 today with a fly out to center and had that big 2 RBI single back in the second. She later scored. So we got a quick pause before we start this 4th inning. Looks like there was an error on the lineup card. The pinch hitter last inning, Avery Alvarez, they had her marked down as number 29. She's actually number 20. So that's going to stop this 4th inning, the bottom of the 4th, before we get started. But now we're ready. Here comes the first pitch to Huey. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one high and inside, ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's low, ball 3. Great eye by Alexis Huey at the plate. She is quickly ahead in this count, 3-0. Let's see, she has the green light here, already with the big lead. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And a 4-pitch walk that time to Alexis Huey to start off this 4th inning. Already the 3rd walk from Gonzalez, as it'll bring out the power hitter Lauren Depping, who's 2 for 2 in this game with a 3-run blast back in the 1st, and she had a single back in the 2nd. Here's the first pitch to Depping. That one's inside, ball 1. Another 1-0 pitch. Inside again, ball 2. Gonzalez trying to back Depping off this plate. She's been raking off of her in this game. Here's the 2-0 to Depping. Underneath that one, fouled back. Strike 1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's going to be high, ball 3. Comets have a great eye at the plate. Don't chase anything outside the zone. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one's going to be high and outside, so back-to-back walks to start off the bottom of the 4th. Gonzalez has struggled in this game so far. She's let up 8 hits and 6 runs, and now to start this one off, 2 walks. Looks like the Comets are going to have a pinch runner coming in for Depping. It's going to be number 22, Paige McLeod. She has 5 stolen bases on the year. Comets bring in that pinch runner because with the 3C2A softball rules, after 5 innings, if a team is leading by 8 or more runs, the game is over. So if the Comets can bring home 3 or more here and shut out the Cougars in the next half inning, they're going to win game 1 early. As his first pitch is in there for a strike to Armstrong, who's 1 for 2 today. She had a pop up to the first baseman in the 1st inning, and had an RBI single back in the second. Here's the 0-1. That one's going to be high, ball one. The 1-1. This one is popped back, but it's going to hit the net. Now 2 strikes on Armstrong. Comets have 2 on, nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. Let's see what Armstrong can do here in the 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. This one is lining to right field. This one is going to get down. 1 run will come home. They're going to hold the runner at third, but it's a RBI double for Taylor Armstrong as the Comets extend their lead. It's 7-1. Big swing of the bat that time from Taylor Armstrong with 2 strikes on her, able to rip that one down the right field line and got down for a double. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Samantha Garcia. 0 for 1 today. She takes ball 1 outside. Comets have just absolutely attacked Gonzalez, who's the pitcher for the Cougars today. Here comes the 1-0. That one's going to be outside, ball 2. Gonzalez has struggled to find the strike zone. She's already let up 4 walks today, 2 in this inning. And then that double from Armstrong that brought home a run. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Check swing from Armstrong. That one's going to be low and inside for ball 3. Don't want to load the bases here if you're College of the Canyons. Still nobody out. 2 runners in scoring position. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. That one is going to be a 4-pitch walk again, and the bases are loaded. So 3 walks in this inning from Gonzalez. Looks like Palomar is going to make a substitution here. Looks like it's going to be a pinch hitter coming in for Gisele Gonzalez. Looks like it'll be Isabella De Felipes, who's batting .386 on the year with 21 RBIs and in a great spot here to drive in a couple more.
For the Comets, pinch running at first base for Samantha Garcia, number 2, Dominique Garcia. And pinch hitting for Vista, Killavisser, number 17.
And the Comets will also bring in a pinch runner. It's going to be Dominique Garcia. She's going to go on at first. This first pitch is inside to De Felipes. Here's the 1-0. This one's low for ball 2. And excuse me, pitch hit is for the catcher, Taylor Visser. Here's the 2-0 pitch. This one is grounded sharply to the third baseman. Throw home is in time. Throw to first, not in time. So great heads-up defense from the third baseman for College of the Canyons to get that one home and prevent the Comets from adding on to their lead. Score is still 7-1 with 1 out in the inning. Bases are still loaded.
The center fielder, number 1, Gisele Gonzalez.
bring in the center fielder, Gisele Gonzalez, as she takes strike one. Gonzalez is 0 for 1 today. She had a walk in the second and scored. This one popped up in the left field. The runner's going to tag from third. No throw home as the Comets extend their lead. It's 8-1. So a sac fly that time from Gisele Gonzalez brings home another run. So Comets make it a 7-run ball game.
The shortstop, number 4, Malia Nuanez.
Brings up the shortstop, Nalia Nuanez, as she hits this one to the shortstop. Throwing to first is in time, but the Comets bring home 2 more as they extend the lead 8-1 as we'll be right back for the top half of the 5th.
Hi, welcome to Palomar. We are so excited to welcome you back for the fall 2024 semester. Go Comets!
And we are back for the top half of the 5th. Comets lead at 8-1 in game 1 of this doubleheader against College of the Canyons.
For the Comets, number 2, Dominique Garcia will remain in the game and play right field.
And Haywood is going to head back out there, trying to shut down this Cougars team and then get her team back up to the plate and try to get one more run to end this 1-5.
And now behind the plate, a catcher for the Comets, number 8, Shelby Van Slyke.
And a defensive substitution for the Comets. Catching now is Van Slyke. First pitch is inside, ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Pop back, strike 1. Up to the plate for the Cougars is the second baseman, Skylar Vanol, who's 0 for 1 today with a pop out to the second baseman, back in the third. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Haywood has 2 strikeouts in this game, looking for number 3 right here. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. This one is hitting to left field. Armstrong there to make the catch and out number 1.
The designated player, number 3, Yahali Gonzalez.
As we're back to the top of the lineup, it's going to be Yahali Gonzalez, the designated player for College of the Canyons. She's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a line out to center field. First pitch strike from Haywood. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one is popped out of play. Quickly 0-2. Haywood has been dominant in the pitching circle all year, but especially today. Only let up to 1 run last inning. Next pitch is outside, ball 1. Here's the 1-2. That one's going to be outside. Counts even now, 2-2. Haywood is nearing 100 innings pitched on the year. Here's a 2-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 3. So 3 straight balls after she was ahead in the count, 0-2. The count is now full. The 3-2 pitch. This one is popped out of play again. The 3-2 is inside. So a great job from Gonzalez. She was behind in the count quickly, 0-2. Able to have a great eye at the plate, foul off a couple pitches, and she gets on with a 1-out walk. Just the second walk of the day from Haywood.
The center fielder, number 1, Mia Reese.
As it'll bring up the center fielder, Mia Reese, who's 2 for 2 today with a double in the first and a bunt single back in the third. This first one is popped up, long run, and makes the catch for out number 2. Great job that time from Huberger. She was playing closer to second base that time, had to make a long run to catch out number 2 of the inning.
The first baseman, number 22, Denise Jimenez.
So 1 on and 2 out for College of the Canyons. As it brings up the first baseman, Janice Jimenez, as she takes strike 1. Jimenez is 0 for 1 today with a fly out to left field back in the first, and she walked in the third inning. Here's the 0-1. This one hit sharply in the left field. This one is caught out there by Taylor Armstrong. What a play to get the third out of the inning. Had to make a long run to get that one. But the Comets still lead it 8-1 as we will head to the bottom of the 5th.
No hits, 1 run.
Woke up this morning with the sunrise in my eyes. Just like a new day, a breath of fresh air in my life.
I have a job today in television because of the hands-on experience I received at Palomar College. From the state-of-the-art equipment and diverse programs to the amazing faculty, it's everything you need to be successful in today's industry. Palomar College, learning for success.
All right, everybody, we are back for the bottom of the 5th. Comets dominating in this one. Score is 8-1. And they just need 1 run in this inning, and that'll end it. And who else would you rather have up to the plate other than Brianna Lutz, who's 2 for 2 today with a single in the first. She walked in the second and had a double back in the third. She scored twice today. Lutz could be looking for home run number 10 here, and that would end this game. Here comes the first pitch. This one is grounded. It will get through the infield. And a little bobble out there in right field as Lutz is going to head for second. Now she's going for third. The throw is not in time. Great hustle on the base pass from Brianna Lutz. Be interesting to see what they score that one. Most likely a single with an error as Lutz heads to third. And now the winning run is just 60 feet away for Josephine Huberger. Huberger rips this one, and that's going to end this ball game. What a rip that time from Josephine Huberger. And the Comets win this one in just 5 over College of the Canyons by a score of 9-1. They take down the Cougars in game 1 of this doubleheader. Haywood, an absolute ace in the pitching circle, led up just 5 hits and 1 run. The Comets dominating again. Make sure that you tune in for game 2. It'll be on in just about 20-30 minutes here as the Comets look to get win number 35. They are now 34-3 on the year. The Cougars snapped their 2-game winning streak and are now 20-18. So thank you so much for watching game 1. Make sure that you tune in for game 2. You don't want to miss it. I'm Trevor Tanner, and I will see you shortly.